Hiya, just a quick video, just to follow up on my last post. Obviously, I mentioned about having an eating disorder, and I didn't do it. I did it quite casually, just said it, and I know for a fact that it needs explaining because it's not really a casual topic. I know I could do this blog and not mention it at all, and just talk about fitness from my bulking onwards. But I want other girls to know that if you have an eating disorder and you want to get over it and you want to do it in a healthy way and get into fitness and have abs and muscles and be toned, then you can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Like, seriously, like, yeah, you don't have to stuff your face if that's not you. Like, I knew deep down that if I'd have just taken the one and said, do you know what, I'm just going to stuff my face, eat whatever I want, feed myself to death, like, I wouldn't have done it. It would have killed me. I had too much anxiety, too much OCD, and I knew too much about clean eating and how to be healthy and things like that. Well, I thought I knew more than I did. I knew about carb cycling and low carbs and HIT and like too much cardio and all that. So I did know some good things, but yeah, so that's why I'm doing this video. A lot of people ask me when I realised that I had an eating disorder. Well, I knew I was too skinny because I realised that obviously my bones were sticking out and I wasn't myself. Like, and lots of people commented on me and said, Beth, like, eat something. And obviously, when someone else says it to you, like, don't say that. But when you seriously look at yourself and you realise you're like, shit, yeah. But when I actually realised I had a problem, because it's always, you do go into a denial stage. I know I'm fine, I'm just going to eat a bit more, I'm fine, I know what I'm doing, like, leave me alone. And then I think it was one time, I must have been eating about 900 calories a day, if that. And I didn't really have lunch, ever. I used to eat about twice a day. And then I think I'd had lunch that day because I'd been with my mum. And obviously my mum was very against this whole thing, obviously, but what can you do? She can't force feed me. And then I got to tea and I said, I don't want to eat anything, like, I'm too full. Obviously I wasn't used to eating dinner. And then obviously because of my mum, she forced me to eat it. She was like, eat something, like, you got to eat. So I was like, okay, like, fine, I'll eat it. Like, and in the front of my mind, I was going to eat it. Like, I was quite happy to just sit there and, like, eat it. But suddenly, like, something sort of clicked in the back of my head and I started shaking and, like, hyperventilating and sweating and crying and, like, had, like, an anxiety attack about eating this food. And I was like, what the hell is happening to me? And I didn't understand. And my mum was like, can you not see that you have a problem? And I was like, actually, yeah, like, what is that? Like, what's happening to me? And that was one of the things that scared me to death. And then, obviously, my mum said, if you don't sort it out, you're not going to uni. Like, I'm not letting you go. Especially because I was going to be by myself, 5 hours away, and didn't know anyone. And so I promised her. I was like, and how did I get over it? Well, it's very hard to explain, really. It was hard, very hard, because especially it's a mental thing. Like, I used to get an anxiety, I used to get OCD, I used to stress a lot. I remember in first year once, I had insomnia for like 2 weeks, purely because of exams, and then I didn't have enough nutrition in my body, and, like, I was stressing out about trying to fight this disorder by myself, and, like, I thought I was doing right, but I wasn't. Like, I was looking back the other day, one of my low carb days, and I was eating for dinner. I had 2 egg whites, some spinach, and half an avocado. Like, I don't know how I thought that was alright, but it's not. Like, whoever's watching this video, that is not an acceptable meal for anyone. Like, ridiculous. Like, low carb or not, that is not enough. And basically, I just set myself a goal, really. Like, I'm a very driven person. Like, if I want something enough, I'll push myself every day to get it. And obviously I had my mother beside me. She was literally a phone call away. Like, anytime I needed her, she was like, yes. She used to motivate me so much just to, like, do something about it. And obviously I researched a bit more about bulking, and I got a coach in the gym So I didn't do as much cardio, I did more weights, and like he helped me a lot. He was very supportive because I knew he could tell there was something wrong with me, but like obviously he couldn't say it. And like just talk to people. Like, I know it's hard, it's a touchy subject, and I know my friends found it really hard to talk to me about, and they didn't actually speak to me about it until afterwards, and I brought it up and said like, I'm sorry and I'm ready to talk if you want to ask me any questions. But with the whole anxiety thing, if you let it sit in your head and go round and don't get it off your chest, it will drive you insane. Literally, just talk to someone, anyone, like, talk to me. This is what this video is about. Like, if anybody wants help just to talk, like, I'm very much over it myself. Like, I do still have OCD, and I do still find it hard to have a cheat meal because I've damaged my body so much. But I do have them. Like, it's Christmas. Like, I ate so many mince pies yesterday, you don't even know. It's ridiculous. But, like, you've got to do these things. Like, you've got to live. Like, ask people for help. Like, talk to people, seriously. And carbs are not the enemy. Carbs are actually the saviour. I eat so many carbs right now, it's ridiculous. Before, when I was not eating carbs and doing my low-carb diet, I didn't have any abs at all. And that's the reason I had low carbs, because I heard, oh, eat low carbs and you'll get abs, you'll shred your fat and you'll be shredded. I had no abs whatsoever. I was like skinny fat, like, because I didn't eat enough. Now I eat 350 grams of carbs a day, every day, and I have abs most days. Some days, yeah, if I have a cheat meal, they disappear for a bit, go behind a bit of fluff. A couple of days later, they're back again. Like, do not be afraid to fuel your body. Like, literally, that is one of the most important things in life. If you're doing a workout, if you're even resting, rest days are so important. Do not work out every day. Your muscles grow when you rest. If you want to be muscly, not muscly, but like tone up, do not flag yourself every day, because your muscles will not survive. They will not grow. They'll just not appear at all because they won't have time to rest or anything. Another thing that helped me was my tattoo. I've got a tattoo that says, "You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." Before I got that tattoo, that was a quote that meant a lot to me, and it means a lot to me and my mother. Sort of like personal thing, and I used that a lot. I used to say it in my head, like, you're stronger than you think, like, you're braver than you believe, like, you can do this, like, just motivate yourself, find anything, steal my quote, like, don't care, keep yourself motivated, and there's support out there. There's so many people that you don't even know will understand and be there, like, even me, like, anything. Yeah, anyway, if anybody has any more questions, like, want to talk to me about it, or post a video about something else, like, let me know, and I'll get on the blog and I'll get on it. But now, off to kill legs.